Hey everyone, welcome back to the Multiverse Build series. This week I've built the Krusty Krab in Fallout 4. I hope you enjoy it. Finding reliable references to build the Krusty Krab was a bit of a challenge since the show exists in a cartoon. The environment is always changing to fit the narrative. Sometimes there's a condiment bar in the dining room, sometimes there's a megaphone at the top of the pillars, sometimes there's a freezer drawn into frame in a specific location, but in another episode it isn't there. Sometimes there's a back door, sometimes the wood trim at the bottom of the store stretches around the entire store, and sometimes it isn't there. There's a petty vault in the kitchen, there's not a petty vault in the kitchen. There's an employee break room, there's not an employee break room. It's just inconsistent, but that's okay. I found enough similar reference pictures to comfortably commit to a specific layout. What helped a lot was a 360 VR tour of the Krusty Krab on the official Spongebob YouTube channel, so I had that video playing on loop for like a whole week. I built the Krusty Krab at Nordhagen Beach. I only had one gripe with this beach, and that was the shed plopped in the middle because it's not scrappable. Using some mods, I was able to scrap everything except for the roof. And this led me to build the Krusty Krab in the corner away from the water. I hoped to move the building to another spot at some point, but I couldn't select the build with my copy pasta tool, and moving any items rotated onto another axis without copy pasta makes it rotate in very undesirable ways. So between that, the uneven terrain, and the grass all over the beach, I didn't concern myself with the exterior surroundings. Blocking in the rooms was simple enough using metal warehouse walls from USO. These walls were paired with walls from SOE, and since the warehouse walls are taller, I placed the shorter walls of windows and then raised them to meet the same height. I went with glass that had a texture to them on the windows because the glass without texture is a lot less reflective and unnoticeable. It's like there was no glass there at all. The curves on the building was the most difficult part as always, but I do manage to find a solution that I'm satisfied with later on. Once the roof was on, I moved back inside to place the boat to help me double check the scale of the room. Then I went back outside afterwards to place the pre-war sanctuary pillars on the windows to simulate the rope on the sides and interior of the building. Once I'm back in the building, I use the curved USS Constitution walls from SOE to make the pillars. Then I take industrial pipes, shrink and rotate them to the appropriate size, and place them over the pillars. The horizontal beams were made with ball track ramps. I considered the dining room done, so I moved on to the back rooms and added some new wall textures in the spaces where applicable. I used an anchor to create the safe in Mr. Krabs' office, and then I shrunk it down. Then I go back into the other rooms and add furniture and clutter before I head outside to make the sign. Making the sign was pretty fun. It wasn't too difficult. I knew what the reality of how accurately I could recreate it was, and I gave it my best shot, and I'm proud of it. But the sign does finish off the build. Now it's time for the reveal. And that's going to do it for today's build. Thanks a lot for watching. Please let me know what you think. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for your hero in disguise. And I'll build something else next time.